Welcome to this training brought to you by the North San Diego County Realtors. In this session, we explore real-world case interpretations published by the National Association of Realtors and turn them into practical learning moments that reinforce the Realtor Code of Ethics in action. Today's focus, Fidelity to Client, from Case Interpretation 1-1 under Article 1 of the Code of Ethics. Article 1 is one of the cornerstone duties of a realtor, the obligation to act in fiduciary good faith with your client's interest at heart. This includes confidentiality, loyalty, and acting only within the bounds of the authority granted by the client.
Client A complained to an association of realtors that two of its members, Realtors B and his sales associate Realtor C, had failed to represent the client's interests faithfully by proposing to various prospective buyers that a price less than the listed price of a house be offered. His complaint specified that Realtor B, in consultation with him, had agreed that $400,000 would be a fair price for the house, and it had been listed at that figure. The complaint also named 3 different prospective buyers who had told Client A that while looking at the property, Realtor C, representing Realtor B, when asked the price, had said, "It's listed at $400,000, but I'm pretty sure that an offer of $360,000 will be accepted." Realtor B and Realtor C were notified of the complaint and requested to be present at a hearing on the matter scheduled before a hearing panel of the association's Professional Standards Committee. During the hearing, Realtor B confirmed that he had agreed with Client A that $400,000 was a fair price for the house and that it was listed at that figure. He added that he had asked for a 90-day listing contract as some time might be required in securing the full market value. Client A had agreed to do this but had indicated that he was interested in selling within a month, even if it meant making some concessions on the price. The discussion concluded with an agreement on listing at $400,000 and with Realtor B agreeing to make every effort to get that price for Client A. Realtor C said in the hearing that Realtor B had repeated these comments of Client A, and he, Realtor C, had interpreted them as meaning that an early offer of about 10% less than the listed price would be acceptable to the seller, Client A. Questioning by the hearing panel established that neither Realtor B nor Realtor C had been authorized to quote a price other than $400,000. It was the hearing panel's conclusion that Realtor B was not in violation of Article 1, since he had no reason to know of Realtor C's actions. The panel did find Realtor C in violation of Article 1 for divulging his knowledge that the client was desirous of a rapid sale, even if it meant accepting less than the asking price. The panel noted that such a disclosure was not in the client's best interest and should never have been made without the client's knowledge and consent.
In this case, Realtor B listed a property for $400,000, a price mutually agreed upon with Client A. The client expressed a desire to sell quickly, possibly within a month, but never authorized anyone to offer or suggest a lower price. Enter Realtor C, who told multiple potential buyers that $360,000 might seal the deal, without the client's consent, and that's where things went off track. During the professional standards hearing, the facts became clear. Realtor C made assumptions and disclosures not based on client instructions. Realtor B claimed he didn't know C had been suggesting a lower price. Realtor C admitted he assumed that $360,000 was acceptable based on B's comments, and the client had never authorized disclosure of willingness to accept less. The panel had to determine if these actions violated Article 1's requirements to protect the client's interest. Realtor B was not found in violation because he was unaware of C's actions. However, Realtor C was found in violation of Article 1 for disclosing information that could compromise the client's position and doing so without permission. This case teaches us that loyalty isn't just about the big decisions. It's about the words we use, the information we share, and the assumptions we make. Whether you're the listing broker or a sales associate, your ethical duty is to act in your client's best interest, and that means securing their consent before revealing any pricing flexibility. Always stay within the authority granted by your client. Never imply a seller is willing to accept less unless expressly instructed. Loyalty includes confidentiality. Don't assume, confirm. Let's pause and reflect. Take a moment to consider. If you were Realtor C in this situation, how would you have handled the buyer conversations differently? What steps could have been taken to confirm your authority before making any comments about what the seller might accept? And what kind of communication should happen between an associate and their supervising broker to clarify boundaries before engaging with buyers? This case raises a deeper question about the line between helpful transparency and overstepping. When does sharing assumptions, especially casual or off-the-record ones, put your client's interest at risk? Now think about your own practice. What systems do you have in place to ensure you're honoring your client's pricing instructions and staying within the limits of what you've been authorized to share? Thanks for joining us for this short case interpretive review. Stay sharp, stay ethical, and remember, your client's trust is earned and protected through your words and actions. For more real-world training and resources, visit www.youtube.com/@NSDC Realtors.